Hello everybody and welcome back to the West Coast, the first episode since the Halloween special. And yeah, we did quite a bit in the Halloween special. We've got two new greenhouses just in there, as you can see, both of which have pumpkins in them. This has really inspired me to expand the amount of greenhouses we have, and also the different types of food, or vegetables or whatever, we actually have in each greenhouse themselves. So we can have obviously the common tomato, although I do love tomatoes, and we can also have the cauliflowers, the red cabbage, the melons, that kind of thing. So there's different fruits, different vegetables you can actually have in these greenhouses, and I really do think that we should explore every single one of them. I think every single one has the same requirements, so you just have the manure and the water. So it's not like there's anything really too different, it's just you are producing a different crop, which makes it much more interesting. So that's something we're going to do long term in this series. There's still plenty of time to be able to do that. I think what we're on, episode... Oh, I forget which episode we're on, but either way, it will say it in the title of the video. We have loads of different things on the notification mod here. We've got to give the cows grass and silage and turtle mix ration, and we need to clean the sheep area. We'll clean the sheep area when we take this tractor back there, either at the end of this episode or at the beginning of the next one, because we're over to the store at the moment. That's where we're going to. We're going to buy a different machine. Now this is against my rule as usual. The rule is not to go below 150,000, but it is a machine which is required straight away due to the fact that we now have cows. And although I could keep going over there to muck them out with this tractor, it sort of belongs, I do apologise for my terrible driving, it belongs over at the sheep farm. So this has to go back really, hence the reason why we have the water tanker on the back. That's for the sheep. I think we are going to have to get a water tanker for Hillridge Farm, because we can use it for the greenhouses and for the cows over at Mountain View Farm. Right, we're going to go right down here in fact. And we're going to buy a forklift. It sounds strange, but it is a very interesting thing. You may have even seen it on ModHub. But it just looked to be a fascinating thing to have on the farm. Bit of late indicating there. This can stay here for the time being. Ideally, it should go on a low loader or just on a transport trailer, but we don't really have one, so we're just going to have to drive it, which is slightly worrying. But I'm sure it will be possible. We still need the Merlot, but it's just out of our price range currently. I don't actually know where it is. Bear with me while I locate it. It can't be too hard to find. Here it is. So we have got, I think, is it pronounced Linda or Lind? I'm not too sure. But we've got a shovel and a pallet fork which can be used with this. I think we're going to buy the pallet fork, but whether or not we're going to put it into the shovel, I don't know. It would be very useful to be able to carry them both up there in one go. Since the maximum speed is only 15 miles per hour, ooh, we can choose colour of the rim. It does look better with a... Oh, wow, it doesn't change the price. Fantastic. Well, we'll go with this then, and we need to buy the shovel, which is pretty expensive. The main colour, yeah, again, keep it standard, actually. And these, which are fairly cheap. Attachers. Attach on fork, long forks, standard. We just need standard, I think, although that is very tempting. Attacher on fork. Oh, this is too tempting. I don't know. I really don't know. We can modify it, I suppose. Right, okay. So, does that actually fit to the front of here? Or have I chosen the wrong option? It does, okay. Now, I really want to put this in the bucket. Whether or not that is doable, I don't know, because it may not let us actually take it off if it's in the air. Some mods don't allow you to, others do, but I want to drop it somewhere here. We should be able to tilt forwards. There we go. Wow, it did work. It did. It's trying to fall back though. I need to grab the shovel. Oh, fail. Okay, a different approach. We put it in from the front. Maybe that will work better. It is kind of in. Stay in. It's insisting on falling out. Well, maybe if we attach the shovel and then tilt it right back, it will have enough gravity to keep it in there. The control might be back to front unless it's just me. I probably can change that setting. I'll have to. But it seems to be a very nice mod indeed. So yeah, that is as tilted back as I can go, and it's sort of rocking in its place. So it's not ideal, but we should be able to take it up there. And I'm sure you can now appreciate the reason why I said it's a unique looking thing. Very interesting. Okay, let me think of a new approach. Yes, I've done it. You can tip the bucket if anybody's concerned that you can only sort of tilt it forwards and backwards. If that isn't the case, you can fully tip it and unload it, which we will be doing. You can probably also understand the reason why I said it would have been ideal on a low loader or something similar, just because I don't really think it should be on the road at all. This is the only time we're going to have to drive it on the road, because it's going to live completely in one shed. It is going to have a very fun life, but a very useful life. Mucking out is very important, and it just seems to be very handy for that. At the same time, if we ever do have a delivery of seed or anything up there, or fertiliser for the grass fields, then we can use it for that as well, and it lifts up really high. So if we ever have to load up the tractor, the fertiliser spreader, it is absolutely perfect for the job. In fact, I would almost say it lifts higher than the telehandler. It's a very interesting machine. Anyway, I will see you up at Mountain View Farm, and we'll go from there. It is going to rain very soon. Before I do get there, actually, I've just thought of something. It would be perfect for logs. We could actually cut down trees and log them up and put them in here. It's such a big bucket. It's going to be very multi-purpose, so that is just another possibility of different things that we can do, as well as just using it for manure, which is not the cleanest of jobs, but it's a job that has to be done. Here we are. I'm not really too bothered about mucking them out today, because we've only just done it in the Halloween special, but I do need to clear up this mess out here. Do we have a store area for manure? Probably not, actually, so we could just... yeah, I suppose what we should do is have a trailer here to actually put it into. But for now, let me just tip out the the forks, and we're going to do a full-on job of silage bales in a second. I think they do take time to actually work, which is expected. They need to ferment, obviously. They can stay there. Self-uprighting, very nice. And let me just try out this bucket. I think really, as long as you've set the height and the angle correctly, it's going to be fairly easy to use. You can see that, and you just need to put a very slight angle on there. And then, yeah, it's simple. Very, very simple. It should be really good for mucking them out. So this belongs in this open fronted shed. We'll just put it here. Tilt it back a bit. And that is the Linda's job for today. So, as you know, we have a very nice coon baler with a self-wrapping unit on the back. We also have the very nice Massey Ferguson forager, or the mower, I should probably call it. This field looks to be a very nice one to be doing, and I think we did, we fertilised it all too. So I think if we can get cracking, we can get this entire field done, completely baled today as silage bales. We only have probably about 2 hours, I would have thought, because the rain is imminent. So yeah, shall we have to wait for somebody to pick us up? Somebody, pick me up! Well, it took a few minutes to get that done, but we're here now. So fast. We need to be super fast at doing this. My pumpkins! Keep them there for the time being. They're seasonal enough. Right, okay, actually, thinking about it, I think I left it in the... yeah, it's in the field. Go and get the header on the trailer, and then we'll take the baler, which is just there, and the John Deere up at the same time. And I don't know how well it's actually going to work on Follow Me, due to the wrapper on the back. I don't know if it'll be able to wrap and bale at the same time. I would have thought it would do. It is fairly intelligent. which is surprising. I don't tend to say that the workers are intelligent, but I think they are in that case, so that's very nice. And yeah, just get this field done. We need to get it done, and the bales need to start fermenting before the rain. Otherwise they're going to be very, very wet bales on the inside, and it's just going to cause them to rot. There is the John Deere, so everything is in the right place, it's just not set up yet. I'll go and put this over at the gate. Thankfully from here, Mountain View Farm is not too far away, but very soon we're going to be able to do our own huge scale silage bale production, because it's actually, I keep getting these two confused, it's field 14, not 15. Field 14 is going to be done as grass very, very soon, and that is going to be a massive silage bale and hay bale creation area, meaning we should have loads and loads of bales. If they're silage bales, they should be worth a fortune. Ah, I've just thought of something. This tractor is overdue. What the? It's overdue for a service, so it's going to keep cutting out. I need to service it first. Doesn't mean we can't attach to the baler first, though. Jump out of here. Get it all attached, including the PTO shaft. Good. And over to the workshop. I think it only needs an oil change or something like that. It would take a while, but I think we'll be able to do it in a fairly short period of time. Right. Let's get this done. Very, very important that it doesn't break down halfway through. Which is the repair. I thought it was... Hang on. Hang on. What? Hang on. That's weird. There we go. It's been a long time since I've repaired something, clearly. But it's all now fully working. I just hope we don't have to contend with the rain. Put on to follow me, and then we'll be up at the field. It's not too far from here. We can go either way, left or right. I think left might be a more sensible way, because there's not as much of a incline really. And that shouldn't have any issues following us because we're much wider. If we can get through, the tractor should get through. The thing we have to battle with is the traffic, because this thing is actually wider than one side of the road. We have to slalom through the signpost too. Okay, it's clear to the right. I can't see left. Oh, there's always a car. Come on, come on, go, 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 go. Do we still have the header? We do! It's a breakthrough. I haven't lost the header yet. A few cars here. Close. Very, very close. They don't pull over for you. Anyway, I'll see you up at the field. Oh, it would be nice if we owned all these big fields around here. Because with this smaller field, there's so much turning to be able to do it all. And yeah, this would really speed the job up. It would take longer, but it would be easier. Certainly easier for the baler, because I can imagine there's going to be quite a bit of missing bits here. It's going to miss lots of bits just because it's going to be finding it hard to do it. Oh, overcompensated there. I think if we put the trailer in this gateway where the grass is dead anyway, that'll be the best place for it. About there. Good. Oh, that thing needs to stop, otherwise it's going to come crashing through the trailer. And that should be close enough. Brilliant. Okay. I think, well, actually it doesn't matter which way around the field we go. maybe to begin with we should go this way since the John Deere is facing this way. Doesn't really matter, but I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible on the driver of the tractor. We'll put it at 15, I think, and we'll switch all that on. Is that all ready to go? I think it might be. Let's hope it works well. Let's keep a close eye on it to begin with. As close to the edge as possible, but not too close. Oh, look at this. There's a tree that's probably got a collision. You do have to watch the trees. It's working well. Brilliant. Okay, we don't need lights on. There we go. And off we go. The silage bales begin. There is a setting actually, I think, for the wrapping. Hopefully it's defaulted to wrap. I hope it has done. Well, if the first one turns out not to be wrapped, then it doesn't really matter. I can feed it to the cows. It would just mean I need to change the setting. Yes, it's actually... yeah, there we go. Is he wrapping? Oh, it is. Brilliant. It's defaulted to wrap. This is going pretty well today, which makes a change. Usually things go horrifically wrong. I did a model farm video for everybody yesterday. It is fairly time consuming making those videos, and because I've never made a model farm before, some things may come across as a bit yeah, like I'm a beginner, but I am. So any suggestions are appreciated. Any criticisms are appreciated if they're constructive. Any abuse is not wanted, quite frankly. But usually the spam filter picks up all that stuff anyway. It's actually stopped because it doesn't self-unload. How annoying. That's very annoying. I wonder if the self-unloading mod would work in that respect. Luckily, it isn't too hard to keep flicking between the two vehicles. All I have to do is shift and tab and it goes straight back to the John Deere, which is good because sometimes your vehicles can be quite far apart in it when you tab through them. So that makes life much, much easier. As predicted, on the bends it is a bit tricky to actually pick it up. We could always go along here afterwards, just neatening things up a bit, but if it does a fairly good job, it won't be necessary, but looking at it so far, it is struggling a bit. But nothing I wouldn't have expected, really. So far, so good, and the rain is holding off. One of the most important things here is to keep the rain off, otherwise it's going to be all ground to a halt. Which will be sad to see. But judging by how long it took for it to start raining before, when we were doing the drilling, it took all day in fact, I would say that we are very, very safe here. But I've been wrong many times before, so it may start raining in the next few minutes. I think all we'll have to do is wait and see, but the clouds, they look fairly happy to me, not very threatening. Things are going well. Just thinking about it, that trailer which we've actually brought the header over on, I wonder if that could be used as a trailer for the forklift. It looks like it could be. I can't imagine the forklift is too much heavier, although forklifts are actually surprisingly heavy. I don't know. Let me just jump out and take a look. It doesn't look that substantial if you think about it. It's wooden. I'm not saying that's not strong though. Just looks like it is designed to carry a header, which is what it does do. I don't know. Maybe it would work quite well. Let me know what you think. We could use it for transportation of a forklift. The mowing side of things is pretty much done. Just finishing off with the baling. We haven't had that many bales out of it, I suppose, but it wasn't really at its longest. It's still only spring. You can tell that it's not at its longest, so I think we've done pretty well considering. Anyway, let me just lift this up. We'll put it over here, but I'm going to take over the baler in a second because we need to go and pick up the stuff which has been missed. It doesn't really need to be on there because we're going to use it again soon anyway, so there we go. Turn the engine off. I just hope this doesn't crash into any of the bales which are there. In fact, we'll take over. Cheaper anyway. Is that all still working? It is good. Okay, we'll drop the bale off the back. Now I reckon if we just, yeah, lots of grass over here. Don't know how many bales we've created, but it should be quite good. You just can't get it all though. Just not really possible. I get these pieces here just because it's quite obvious that it's been missed. But as for the small pieces, I can't really see the need. I think we'll be doing okay anyway. Right, okay. Then over here, we've got this piece we just cut. It would be nice to be able to finish this final bale, but it's only 40% full. And it doesn't look like there's another 60% of grass on the ground. I don't know. In fact, I'll go off screen. I'll pick up as much as I can do. And, yeah. I think we may be finishing with a half-created bale. Oh well, can't win them all. Just the way it is. So if I just lift up the pickup there, and we'll put this over in the yard, then at least it'll be handy for next time. I don't think it's going to be too long until we do the next load of bales. We do have to do some straw bales as well, so that is going to be on the priority list. How many have we got here though? I could count, but I could also just click on here. Was that the page? No, no, no. This one here. Created bales, 11. That's okay. Once they've fermented, then they'll be worth, I think they're about £2,000. I'm not too sure. It'll all depend on the price at the time, but they are still worth a fair amount. But I don't think these will be sold. We may sell a few, but they're going to be required for the total mixed ration, and just for the silage anyway, because they have silage and the TMR is a separate thing, kind of. It's also the power food sort of section. So you can give them just silage or just hay to keep them going, but to do the silage, hay and straw power food mix then creates this total mixed ration requirement. They do need grass as well. So that is something we need to think about. Otherwise, everyone is doing okay-ish. 24 sheep, 6 cows. I'm not going to moan at that. Sounds quite good. Anyway, I think we're going to leave this here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, I'll see you again very soon. Oh, it's about to start raining. That light just came on. Well, there's 4 lights, 4 rooms. That means the rain is closing in. You can see it's getting a bit murky. We just skip forward. There we go. We did it just in time. Anyway, thanks again. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.